I removed him from my private Instagram followers for 9 minutes. And 11 minutes later, he texted the joke from our date.
Wait, removed him as a follower, then added him back?
Yes! I know that sounds tiny. It did not feel tiny at the time.
Start with who he was, because the clue only matters if the relationship was already weird.
His name was Caleb. Hinge match. We met at this late-night bookstore in Chicago that has a little coffee counter by the poetry shelf.
That is dangerously cute.
Exactly. It was one of those dates where you do not want to tell your friends too much because you are scared saying it out loud will ruin it.
And then he went quiet.
10 days. Not gone, just useless. One little reply to a story. No plan. No, when are you free? Nothing that counts.
That is the worst zone. Enough attention to keep you checking, not enough effort to mean anything.
Ava kept saying, if he is still watching, he is still interested.
Ava needs her phone taken away.
She meant well, but I was already doing the thing where you open your own profile like it might answer you.
Story views are weak. People tap through stories while half asleep. A follower access change is louder, but it still has to be read carefully.
So at 8:03, I made my account private. At 8:08, I removed Caleb as a follower.
Boundary or bait?
Both. I wanted to stop checking him, but I also wanted to know if he would notice.
That part matters. A test changes the way your brain reads every clue.
At 8:17, I panicked and added him back. 9 minutes. That is how long he was out.
No story post during that window? No note? No obvious reason for him to check?
Nothing. I did not post. I did not like anything. I did not message him.
And then the text came.
8:28. Caleb texts. So I guess the poetry shelf is closed now?
That was from the date.
Yes, he said it when the bookstore kicked us out. It was our joke. Not a public caption, not a thing anyone else would say.
So Ava said, proof.
She literally sent a voice memo yelling, "He was on your profile."
I would slow that down. It does not prove exact motive. It does not prove he was sitting there refreshing your page. It proves the timing is worth noticing.
That is what annoyed me, because I wanted it to mean he missed me.
It might mean he noticed access changed. It might mean he checked from habit. It might mean he saw something indirectly. The pattern can be useful without becoming a verdict.
There was a second thing, though.
Of course there was.
2 nights later, I stopped testing and just muted him. No posts, no stories. At 11:12, my profile visits jumped in the dashboard I was tracking. At 11:19, he sent, "You still owe me a terrible coffee."
That is the pattern. Not one dramatic clue. Repeated timing around profile-adjacent behavior and private date language.
But you are saying I still cannot say Caleb definitely viewed my profile at 11:12.
Correct. Do not turn a pattern into a hidden camera fantasy. Instagram does not hand you exact secret profile viewers. Synapse AI is for interpreting signals and activity patterns, not hacking people.
So what can it actually help with?
It can help you read IG profile visit signals, repeat visitor behavior, story-to-profile jumps, follower status timing, and suspiciously repeated activity windows. It helps you ask, is this a random tap, or does the pattern keep coming back?
And what can it not do?
It cannot guarantee exact viewer identity. It cannot tell you what someone feels. It cannot access private accounts. It cannot turn silence into commitment.
That last one hurt.
It should, because the useful question is not, did he notice? The useful question is, did he do anything clear after noticing?
He did not ask me out.
Then the pattern gave you information, not a relationship.
So I texted him one clean sentence. If you want to see me again, say that. If not, please stop turning my profile into a haunted house.
That is the healthiest sentence in this entire story.
He waited 3 hours and said, I am not in a place to date seriously.
There it is. The signal was real enough to explain his attention, but not strong enough to become effort.
And weirdly, that helped.
That is the point. A profile signal is not a prophecy. It is a reason to stop guessing and ask better.
Search Google for Synapse AI Instagram if you want to understand your own IG profile signals.